My PhD mentor routinely engaged in sexually inappropriate behavior, acting out oral sex, masturbation, humping lab equipment, and telling stories of his own sex life. When I went to my DGS, I was informed that as a student, I had no rights. My advisor was free to take me in his office, close the door, and do whatever he wanted, and I couldn't say a word. The department head told me I was just being too sensitive. And a dean told me that this was a boys' club and I needed to learn to play by the boys' rules.
Women in science are disproportionately more likely than men to be interrupted, talked over, addressed with a condescending tone, or addressed without their professional title being acknowledged. Additionally, we are often not credited for our ideas. For example, in a meeting, I suggested an experiment and my idea was immediately dismissed by the presenter. Minutes later, a male colleague made the same suggestion, only this time the idea was welcomed by everyone in the room. This and other types of microaggressions often stem from unconscious gender bias and contribute to women feeling like they need to constantly prove their worth, intellect, and abilities. And when we do, our successes are often attributed to luck, while the successes of our male colleagues are attributed to their abilities. On the flip side, our failures are often generalized to the group we represent. As a woman in science and as an international student, I feel pressure to perform extremely well so that others associate female scientists and students from my country as smart and successful. This pressure can be overwhelming at times, and I imagine it is amplified for students who feel even more marginalized. To bridge the gender gap in science and create an inclusive environment, we must be cognizant of our own biases and hold ourselves and others accountable. Listen, and if you witness microaggressions, step in. And most importantly, don't generalize our successes and errors to the groups of people with whom we identify.